station. Later this month, its tradition at the aerospace company spacecraft after influential figures in history of spaceflight. In new release announcing her name, Northrop government said that Katherine Johnson, her work at NASA, quite literally launched Americans into space, and her legacy continues to inspire young Black women every day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Miss Lida Blama will be talking about the poet Amanda Gorman.
Good afternoon, church.
Good afternoon.
Today I'll be reading the
Talk
biography.
a little louder.
Today I'll be reading the biography of poet Amanda Gorman. Early life and education. Amanda S.C. Gorman was born in Los Angeles, California on March 7th, 1998. She was raised by her mother, Joanne Wicks, a teacher with two siblings. She has a twin sister, Gabrielle, who is an activist and filmmaker. Gorman has said she grew up in an environment with limited television access. She has described her young self as a weird child who enjoyed reading and writing and was encouraged by her mother. Gorman has an auditory processing disorder and is hypersensitive to sound. She also had a speech impediment during childhood. Gorman participated in speech therapy during her childhood with Elita Kay of the Harvard Crimson wrote in 2018, Gorman doesn't view her speech impediment as a crutch. Rather, she sees it as a gift and strength. Gorman told the Harvard Gazette in 2018, I always saw it as a strength because I was experiencing these obstacles in terms of my auditory and vocal skills. I became really good at writing and reading. I realized that at a young age, when I was reciting the Marine Deborah Williamson quote that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure to my mom. Gorman attended the New Rose, a private school in Santa Monica for grades K through 12. As a senior, she received a Milligan as an American poet and activist. Her work focuses on issues of oppression, feminism, race, and marginalism, as well as the African diaspora. She published the poetry book, The One for Whom Food is Not Enough, in 2015. In 2021, she delivered her poem, The Hill We Climb, at inauguration of US President Joe Biden. In 2016, Gorman founded the nonprofit organization One Pen, One Page, a youth writing and leadership program in 2017. She became the first author to be featured on XQ Institute's Book of the Month, a monthly giveaway share inspiring Gen Z's favorite books. She wrote a tribute for Black athletes for Nike, has a book deal with Viking Children's Books to write 2 children book pictures. In 2017, Gorman became the first youth poet to open the library season for the Library of Congress, and she has read her poetry on MTV. She wrote In This Place, an American lyric for her September 2017 performance at the Library of Congress, which commemorated the inauguration of Tracy K. Smith as Poet Laureate of the United States. The Morgan Library and Museum acquired her poem In This Place and displayed it in 2018 near works of Elizabeth Bishop. In 2017, Gorman said she wants to run for president in 2036, and she has subsequently often repeated this hope. After she read her poem, The Hill We Climb, at President Joe Biden's inauguration in 2021, Hillary Clinton tweeted her support for this 2036 aspiration. Gorman reading The Hill We Climb at inauguration of Joe Biden in 2021. In May 2020, Gorman appeared in an episode of the web series Some Good News, hosted by John Kay, where she had the opportunity to virtually meet Oprah Winfrey and issued a virtual commencement speech to those who could not attend physical commencements due to COVID-19 pandemic in the US. Soon after Gorman's performance at the inauguration, her two upcoming books, the poetry collection, The Hill We Climb, and A Project for the Youth, Change Sings, a children's anthem, were at the top of Amazon's bestseller list. Both are scheduled to be released in September 2021.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, church. My name is Tanetta Way, and I'm going to be reading the poem about Harlem or a Dream
Live it
Deferred.
loud.
The poem Harlem or a Dream Deferred is written by an African American poet named Langston Hughes. It was written at the time of the Harlem Renaissance rebirth. The poet talks about a dream which is deferred or delayed. The dream is that of equality and freedom for the African American who have been discriminated against on the basis of their color of their skin in America for ages. At the time the poem was written, the slaves had been free for nearly 90 years, and yet they were not treated as equals in the American society. This is the dream deferred